Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I will going to show you how to flush the engine cooling system, that is radiator and water jackets inside the engine. Why I am doing this right now, because I will show you the coolant is, right now inside my engine. It is totally dark chocolate color, and there is also algae forming inside. I will tell you everything about process. So first I will show you what type of the coolant is. So if I open this cap, this is the radiator, and never open the radiator when it is hot. So if you touch this cap, you will feel hot, and it is written here danger, never opens hot, because the whole system is under the pressure, and it might happen that coolant will just splash on your face. So as you can see, this is the brownish something substance is there on inside this. This is the reservoir tank, and it is inside this also, as you can see. So having this type of things inside this coolant and flowing inside the engine is very bad for the car, because it can block the radiator and also block the water jackets inside the engines, which cools down the engine. And if it is not taken care well, then overheating of the engine can take place, and the bearings and other things which needs to be cool will not get sufficient cooling, and it can burn out. So this is the general maintenance. And another thing I want to consider is, for my particular car, the heater core is disconnected, and there is water going inside the IAC valve right here. This is the IAC valve inside there. For this particular model, there is two pipes going inside the IAC valve, which is also not connected, so they are blocked off. And also I have this LPG system which takes the coolants. As you can see, these are the hoses connected inside these pipes right there. So I will also delete this, because I am not going to use it and I don't want to. And also it takes some of the coolant, and there is a leakage inside there, so I just want to delete it. So first I will drain the coolant, then I will remove the thermostat right here. This is the housing in which a thermostat goes inside. So I will remove that. Then after the flow will be free flow, that there is no restriction in normal working. This thermostat is closed and stops the water from a radiator to getting inside the engine, because in normal condition there is not only water inside the engine, but there is a coolant. So it needs to be get to the normal temperature of the engine, then only the performance of the engine really increases. If the engine is too cold, then it will not work. If it too hot, then it will also not work. So we need to get it at operating temperature, and once the temperature of the coolant gets about the operating temperature, then this thermostat opens up and let the water from the engine gets inside the radiator and cools down. So this is the normal function of the radiator. I will show you how the thermostats look like. So to drain the coolant down, you need to go under the car. There is a cork given there. It is a little plastic thing. If you open it, all the coolant will flow down from the radiator and the engine. I am not able to show you in the video, because there is it is too dark, and ISO is also not adjusting for the camera. So I'll put any image or anything for that. So I can reach down there from the top, from right here, like that. So I'll remove the coolant and I'll show you. So if I just open, you can see the coolant is coming out, and if you can see, it is a little bit green and brownish. It is not the proper green color. So that's what I'm talking. And this is very dangerous for animal as well, and also for our human being. So don't let any animal come near to you while doing this process. And if you're able to collect this coolant, then collect it and put it in a container, because I am not able to collect it, because the car is very low and the car has to be leveled like this. So I'm sorry for that, but this is very dangerous for animals, so try not to get any animal near to this. and it is also very corrosive. If you if you get any coolant on your any of the metal, then don't let it sit there for a long time, because it can create rust at that spot. So let it drain totally until no coolant comes out. I think it is done. Just drop by drop it is coming out. I will wait for some time, and then I'll remove other stuff. And also you have to remove this cap, otherwise the coolant will not come out properly, because this is a closed system and you need air to fill the gap if anything is moving out from that space. Otherwise it will create a vacuum. So that's why you need to remove this, so that air can go inside the engine, inside the radiator, and it flow faster, and it smells very sweet. Once it is done, I will drove the car over, and I will just let it be. It will just vaporize itself automatically within a 1 day. So I have to take precautions until 1 day, until it's get evaporated. So I think everything is removed. No coolant is coming out of the car. Give it a shake. Nothing is coming out. So let's remove the thermostat. So to remove thermostat, you need a 12 mm socket like this, and also remove the this negative terminal of the battery, because it may happen that because other system get more power because it is connected. Anything electrical system failure can happen. So that's why I remove this negative terminal for safety. Now remove these 2 bolts right there below the distributor right there. These are the 2 bolts right here, and also remove anything that comes in between your way. So just remove that. So you need to remove this hose first, because then only you can fit the tool inside there, because this is a very tight space. So keep it aside. So this is the pipe. As you can see, it is very dirty. I don't know what is this stuff. I'll try to clean it. We can't use any petrol or anything on this, because it can go inside the engine and it will not mix with the water, petrol or diesel. So I have to clean it like that only. So I made a discovery right there that my car don't have any thermostat. I don't know why this car has this weird surprises for me every time. I don't know what is this. Maybe some idiot mechanic just removed the thermostat because of this installation of LPG system. I don't know what to do. Now I will skip the step of removing the thermostat. So I will just put back everything, and I'll just make the flush, and I will put the new coolant in it. So let me put back everything again. So this is the elbow. I can keep clean it like that much only. This is all the Teflon cream, I think. I don't know why this stuff is they are used like crazy. They put it everywhere. Let me put everything back. So I'll see you then when I put everything back. So now I put everything back. I will tighten the drain valve on the radiator that at the bottom, and then I will start the cycle. That I will put the new water in, and then I will run the engine. Then I will remove it until the drain water become clear. So then after I will put the coolant and the distilled water. So that's the process. So after the 2 flushes that I put water 2 times and run the engine, after doing this process 2 times, water is coming almost clear. As you can see, it is very much clear. Now I think I will put coolant and also clean the reservoir tank. Maybe I will do 1 time more. Not sure for that, but we will put in coolant and also put the distilled water. Why using distilled water? Because in mineral waters there is minerals and other things which on heating can produce rust in the water capillaries and water packets inside the engine, and can tends to have crack or anything if it get rusted. So that's why we use distilled water. Do not use tap water in the radiator. If you don't have any distilled water, then you can put the tap water, but you have to change it afterwards. So that's only thing we have to do. So I will put the new coolant and put the distilled water and complete the process. So now I will do this process 1 time more, and also I got this reservoir cleaned. As you can see, it is cleaned from inside, and I will just install it right back, just like that. So if you know, I don't know before I recorded or not. If I not, then this is the last time process. Just fill the water, fill the radiator completely with water. Before filling the radiator, please check the drain cock is not open, because I leave it open and all the water just drain back down. So I have to fill it again. So just be careful with that. Don't do it when you are pouring the radiator coolant in there, because it is expensive. I'll show you everything afterwards. First I have to do this process fast. So now the radiator is full. I will start the car. So as you know that there is no thermostat right now in the car. So the flow of the water is free. So now I will run the car for a few minutes, and then I will drain everything. That now, if you remove the thermostat, then this will be the same process. But if you not, then you have to take the car to the operating temperature when you hear the click and all the water sucked inside the engine. Then after you have to run it. You have to add the water more, and then you have to run it, and then you have to drain. This is the little bit lengthy process with the thermostat in. So that's why I was trying to remove. But this car giving me surprise every time when I work. So that's it. I not buy any new thermostat right now, because I was not known that car has no thermostat. If I knowing that car has no thermostat with it right now, then I buy the new one. But I will just try run the car right now. It will work properly. It is not problem, and the temperature gauge is running also very proper before this also. So I am not touching anything right now. I will buy it new one afterwards and install it. So that's the process. And as you can see, the water is going in. So I just add a little bit more water. Now the water is also very clear up here also. Before I showed you, it is very brown and very dusty and muddy. Now it is very clear. That's a sign that the radiator is also get cleaned along with that. So you can see these bubbles are coming up right now. This means that the air inside this whole water system is coming out from the bottleneck of this radiator. This is also a good sign that air is coming out. If there is a thermostat, then this air will not come out from here. We have to do the other process, that switching the both pipes simultaneously, and that's how this air will come inside the radiator, and it will be leaving from to atmosphere like this. I'm shooting this next day because my camera again died, so I cannot shoot afterwards. So I just put the coolant in the radiator. Its amount is 1 liter, and there is a 70-30 ratio, 70% water and 30% coolant. So I put 2 liter water in it, and total 3 liter of coolant water mixture. The ratio is 70-30 because in India the winter temperature is not going below the -15 degrees Celsius. That's why we're using 70-30. If it is going below -15 degree, then around 50-50 mix, that is 50% radiator coolant and 50% water. And also total amount of coolant goes inside the car is around 4 to 4.5 liters. But as I had also deleted the heater core that goes inside, and also did this IAC valve coolant is also cancelled. So that's why I take around an average of 1 to 1.5 liter of coolant is not going inside the car, and it goes inside this, but it is not working. So I am not worried about getting coolant in this properly or not. So that's why on average I take around 3 liter, and so 1 liter of coolant and 2 liter of water. So that's it. And also I told you that I will delete this system hole. I will make a loop, but I am not able to because the pipe is so tight that I am not able to remove that. And also there is no thermostat in this car right now, so I think it will be okay. So I just skipped the whole step and just did the flush and refill the radiator. That's what I did. I just came driving the car, and it is running fine. There is no issue, but before there is a little bit temperature going above the operating temperature, but it is right now it's solved. And if you have any questions regarding this whole process, then you can comment down in the section, and also like the video, and please subscribe the channel so that I can make more video on this car. Thank you.